Kyle, I had poked you before we started recording about what I'd been seeing online about the general public's reaction to this film. I've been seeing a lot of evidence pointing to a lot of the wrong people getting the wrong message from this movie, and it's alarming. I was curious if you had any thoughts on that.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, Trevor, and I'm going to bring it back to This Is Important, the guys from Workaholics, their podcast. They actually discuss this. So they have a joke on that show called Tight Butthole, and I guess they would do like this, like you would do a circle with your index finger and thumb, and then you put up 3 fingers. But apparently, certain groups, a certain supremacist group, have taken that as some kind of symbol. And I'm like, It's just kind of weird how certain things catch on. I don't understand. I don't know how they got to that.
Even like podcasters that I listen to, and like, mind you, from like a political standpoint, like, I'm not going to get into it, but I'm from Seattle, put it that way.
He's listening to old Rush Limbaugh tracks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, out here in Seattle proper, mind you, not the outskirts or nothing. And by the way, not Eastern Washington, the Sound. just put it that way. Anyway, even podcasters that I listen to have fallen into the trap of getting the wrong message out of the thing, where there's some people who key in on purely just like objectively what's transpiring on the screen, and they think it's like lionizing or glamorizing like the Viking or the warrior lifestyle.
Scorsese had the same issue with his mob movies. People were like, you're just glorifying mob violence. He's like, no, you're missing the point.
Exactly. No, that's a fantastic example of what I'm getting at here. Is that the wrong people got the wrong memo. And it's embarrassing to me. It's like, how did, like, you really had to not try or try really hard to fit that square peg into that round hole.
Yeah, the message of this movie, if there was any takeaway, it's that violence is not the answer. These were a group of people that worshipped a violent deity, and there's no happy ending for anybody in this movie. And violence is all over the place.
Yeah, but like I said, I have seen some comments thrown around on the social medias and whatnot pointing to, certain groups of certain folks, generally fairly pale.
Translucent. Yes.